Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Jersey Girl Podcast. My name is Madison, and I'm your host. This podcast is all about doing what you love and following your passions. And we have the wonderful Maria on today. Well, back on.
Yeah, back. I'm back.
And I just want to say my beautiful logo that you see on the screen if you're watching on YouTube was made by her right here. And this process of branding was so cool to do.
I'm so happy that you're saying that right now.
And I can't wait to talk to people more and business owners and really spread awareness about what you do and why it's so important to have branding.
Yeah, it is very important, and I'm so excited to get into it. But hi, I'm Maria, and I'm back.
She's back, and she doesn't have a corporate job anymore.
I don't. I left my corporate job. I'm out of there. No more corporate America for me.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that
and
was
since then, you've signed so many clients, I feel like.
Yes.
You're always busy.
It's October 3rd.
Yeah.
It's October 3rd. September was my first month, like, fully freelancing full time, and I have not been more successful. And like, just like, it was obviously really scary to like leave my corporate job.
I bet.
Because like, you know, like, it was very comfortable. I was like stable, you know, I got a stable paycheck every 2 weeks. I was miserable, and like trying to balance out doing my freelancing and that, I was like neglecting freelancing because my corporate America job, it's not a 9 to 5. It's a 9 to whenever the job's done. And as a designer, like, you really don't punch out, like, account project managers. Like, they're able to leave at 5, but like designers, like, we have to stay on. There's like weekends that we like had to work. So it was really draining. And there was no value in that when I was able to do my own thing and be more passionate in that.
Yeah.
Like, I was designing for a supermarket, and like, don't get me wrong, like, I love building a campaign here and there, but like, to get like work being told like by a client, like, to like revise, like, they're not happy, they want extra stuff. And like, I started to like devalue myself staying there. Like, I was just like, wait, I'm so much more than this that I don't need to be. I don't have a family. Like, I don't have a house. I don't have a mortgage and stuff like that. Like, all of these people in corporate America, like, they're kind of stuck there. I don't need to be stuck.
No.
So I was able to get uncomfortable and really bet on myself. And I feel like that was, you know, I've always talked about it. I've always like, I need to leave my corporate job. I've been there for 4 years. It was going to be 4 years in September.
Crazy.
Went by so quick. I got the job right out of college. So I was kind of like stuck in this corporate America life. I wanted to have this dream of like moving up in the corporate life as becoming a creative director one day. But why do that when I could work for myself? And I always wanted to leave my job. Like, I always said that, like, I want to do this full time.
We
I was
talked
just
about
so
this
scared.
last episode. Yeah. And you were like, I want to leave.
I wanted to leave so bad, and I've been wanting to leave. And I had so many people around me believing in me, like, saying, like, they could totally see me leaving, or, like, I should leave, like, giving me advice and stuff like that. And I just, like, never felt like the moment was right yet until every time I would come back to my job, I was miserable. Like, if I went to Spain for 2.5 weeks, I should have come back like, okay, like, work isn't that, no, immediately miserable, because like, it was just like unfair. Like, they were like waiting for me to hand me all this work to do because they knew I'm a good designer. I'm not going to let my team down. But it was to a point where I was being taken advantage of, where like, I could be utilizing this time developing the Ming Studios, having like clients there, and like really helping the businesses that I want to help, not like a supermarket. I want to focus on like fun small businesses, like people that I value in their business, and like create their identity. And like, that's where I have the most fun, not being told what I have to do by like higher ups. Yeah. And it was just a breath of fresh air to finally leave.
And I'm so proud of you for doing that. I know since you've like left, I feel like you're constantly posting, you seem more creative. Yes. And I think what's really cool about your graphic design and the way you design things is there's like a fun twist to it. Like, I don't know what it is, but I've seen everything you do. A lot of the brands you work with reach out to me, and I'm talking with them and stuff. And everyone I've seen, they just stand out to me. Like, I vividly like can remember a melted mango. I know her branding. Yeah. But I haven't like ever really been to her studio. I never really met her, but like, I just know her branding.
I think what you're trying to say, and it's something that I value, and I've been like learning as I'm developing freelance. Like, I've learned so much in this first month, like just like making myself feel more official. And I have been so much more connected to my designs. Like, and I think what it is that I really, for it to stand out, I really make sure your branding connects with you. Yeah. I want you to feel so much better about yourself because your business is shining, because you feel so much more connected. Like when we did your branding, like I gave you so many like color palettes, like, but these are the identities that match these color palettes, or like just like see where you're trying to fit, like what is your voice. And I feel like that is the development of brand identity, is like really making yourself be united with your branding, or like, you know, like what you're trying to perceive yourself as. And I think I do a really good job at making sure I'm getting the people that I work with.
No, and I think what I liked about each like color palette you do when you send the initial portfolio thing is that you show the pictures and the vibe that goes with it.
Right.
Because for me, I'm like, okay, I really want a blue and like pink, whatever. But then when I saw the pink and red and I saw the pictures behind it, I was like, ooh, that like really stands out. And I really was very unsure about doing the red. Red's not my color at first. But now it's like, this is the podcast. Like this feels like my branding. Right. It feels like me. When I'm with the pink and the red, I feel powerful. I feel like I'm like amazing podcaster. But before I was always just kind of like, oh, it's like whatever. It's a side business.
You're that girl when you're like repping your business.
Oh, I feel like that girl. Good. Because before when I met you, I was like very light pink, very subtle. And you were like, no, we need to pop.
Yeah. Because like you want to be bold. Like you want it to be like a baddie.
Yeah.
You know? You wanted people to like, anyone could come in and sit in this chair. But like when they sit here, like they're going to feel powerful. They're going to feel like energetic. Like the vibes are right. And I feel like that just comes with like knowing your branding and like knowing who you are. Because I see it a lot. Like when someone else designs just a logo, you kind of lose the value of like who that person is if it's not really telling a story. You can make a cute logo. Don't get me wrong. Like I've seen people do like great logo work on Canva. Like I've seen it. But if you don't have anything else to back it up, then you kind of like fall in limbo of like not really knowing who you are. And I feel like that's why my presentation decks, like I do take a long time making sure it makes sense to my client. And there's like so many revisions that go into it, but like my game plan is to make sure you leave happy. That's why like I don't really have like a revision count. Like I'm just like, no, I want you to be happy. I don't care if it takes me 3 times to nail it, 11 times to nail it. Like we need to make sure we're both on the same page. But I love it. Like that's just like so much fun for me.
And you have so many different things that you did with the process. We did a photo shoot. We did stickers, which are adorable. Even like I reached out to you, I'm like, hey, I'm doing an event. Let's collab. Let's do another logo or something. You're always there. And I feel like whenever I need help with some type of like branding thing, I can always reach out to you. Yes. Even the merch and stuff too. We're just talking about this before we recorded.
Right.
Was let's do merch.
Yeah, coming soon, guys.
Hopefully. I'm excited. I already have like brainstorming ideas. Cool. We've had ideas. I have a Pinterest board going, so I'll just
send it my way and then we'll figure it out. But I have been like super fortunate, like just like this month, like I feel like I was kind of falling into just beauty, like estheticians or hair salons and stuff like that. But like now, like this month, like I'm working with a floral designer. I'm working with a restaurant. I'm working with a hospitality. Like I really am branching out, and it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm so excited to see. I'm really excited for the restaurant in LBI that you've been hinting at.
I'm so excited
because like LBI is like my place.
Yeah, that's like the most like not like obviously all my small businesses are really official, but like I've never designed a restaurant. Like they gutted it out and everything, so it's like from the ground up.
You know it's gonna be cool if you're doing it. I can't wait to see it.
I'm really excited for it, and it's like so like. It's like still like a retro vibe, which is like kind of like I love like playing with like bold colors like that. But it's gonna be like it's very family, so it's like really nice to like put those two things together.
Yeah,
so it's exciting.
So I guess we should go back to the start.
Let's go back.
So we've like gone over a lot.
Yeah, I really talked.
No, I love this though. Can you take us back to when you first got into graphic design? Were you in high school? Were you in college? Or did this just come out of nowhere?
Okay, so I was always into more of the creative scene in high school. Like I wasn't very like I didn't really care for sports. I would go to games and stuff like that, but I really loved art. It was like even when I was younger, like you could catch me with like crayons, like a new box of crayons were like my favorite. But then I started developing like when I was in high school, like a little bit more digital. Like I think it was like Instagram and stuff like that. And I was like really like tech savvy back in the day. And in high school, I was in yearbook, and it was like in design, having to build a yearbook and stuff like that. I was like in a computer class, and I was like, oh, I'm like pretty good at this. Like it makes sense to me and stuff like that. Like, and InDesign isn't the easiest one to learn. Like Photoshop, Illustrator, there's so many of them. But I was using InDesign, creating a yearbook, and I was really into it. And then I always wanted to design for a magazine. Like that was like my dream, was to design for a magazine, because I had so many subscriptions. I don't even think my mom knew that she was paying for them. Like I had so many subscriptions, and Nylon magazine was one of my favorites, and I really wanted to work there.
Mm-hmm.
But then once I finished high school, like it was all like you saw more digital than print. So it was like, oh, okay, well, magazines are not really like happening as much. So I went to I didn't really know graphic design was like a real thing yet. That I went to school for communications just because like my mom was like, well, you need to go to school, like go to college. And I was just like, well, I don't know what I want to do. So I just did my general ed in community college while I was like going for communications. And I didn't really finish. Like I didn't love school. Like I loved being creative. I didn't love school. And I like worked more. Like I was just like, oh, I'll like work at American Eagle. I was a key holder. I would like move up. I was like very like, I had the drive to do well at any jobs that I was in, but I just didn't love school until maybe like it took me like 3 years to like, okay, now I need to go back to school and like do something.
Yeah.
Where I found a graphic design program and I was like, oh, let me do this, because I was very into like hands-on like drawing or painting. Like those were kind of like my therapy sessions on my own, like just like mindless drawing, mindless painting, posting it on Instagram, whatever. And then I went to Middlesex. I did a graphic design program for 2 years. Then I transferred in Kane. And then in Kane, I was in basically like art direction, graphic design. So a little bit more of advertising. So I did both of them. And then I realized I didn't want to do advertising. Like it comes with my job, but I did initially love branding. Like I love creating more because as an art director, like you kind of are just like developing whatever the creative director says. And I don't want to do that. Like I want to kind of like build from like the ground up and like creating the identity and stuff like that.
I think what I really like about your story is you took your own path, and that's something like I really value when I do these episodes. And I like how you always were doing something, but you just kind of like found your way. Like you said, you did community college, but then that wasn't for you. So then you wanted to work, and then you were like trying different colleges, and you went, and then it's like, but you all ended up where you wanted to go.
Right. And I actually just went out to eat with my friend Lisa, had me at prosciutto. I mean,
she just texted me.
Oh, did she? Okay, good. I know. I feel like everyone just like hit her up. She needs people in her seat that are like valuable.
Yeah.
But I went out to eat with Lisa, and we were just talking about, because like Lisa has known me for like so long, and just like getting other people's like viewpoints. And she brought something up, like she was like, you have grown so well, and I feel that I have, not that I'm like a pick me or anything like that, but I have lots of confidence because I'm very true to who I am, and I feel like that just shows gracefully. But I think growing, like I take accountability. I can, if I do something wrong, like I know it. I feel like, I'm empathetic. I am always trying to achieve whatever it is. Like do I have a game plan? No, but like I kind of just like follow whatever I want. Like I feel like if I put my mind to it, I'm just very much like I could do it. Like I can achieve that and stuff like that. So I think that that's where my confidence is like driven. And that has been able to make me more successful.
I do want to say one thing.
Yes.
When you were talking about, all the good qualities about yourself, it's not you being a pick-me, it's you're confident. And I think that happens with women is when we're like, oh, like, I feel confident. I feel like I'm good at this or good at that. It comes off as pick-me, it comes off as narcissistic. But when a guy does that,
it's not. It's just more confident. And I'm just like that girl.
Yeah.
Like
you are confident.
Right.
You are confident in yourself. You're confident in your ways. You're confident in your business. And that's admirable.
Right.
It's not something to be like, oh, like I don't want to seem like a pick me. No. I think confidence is really, really important.
You're so right about that.
No, I know.
Yeah. You're so right.
No, and I feel like that's something I've had to learn is that I can be confident without being cocky.
Yes.
You know what it is? As long as you're confident in your brand, but you're still humble about yourself, I think that's a really good quality. I think you do have
you're
that.
Chasing like what is meant for you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know like Giggly Squad?
Yes.
I love them.
Yeah.
Like Paige DeCerebro. Like I know I'm more like, I feel like I'm a mix of both of them.
Yeah.
But like the way that Paige just like is doing whatever she wants to put her mind to is kind of like where like that's like what I want to do like with my own brand, like my own business and stuff like that. Like I love that like just because I'm 30. So just because she's over 30, she's not stopping. Like she's not just settling down.
Exactly.
She's using like her platform to like do the things that she wants. And I feel like that's what I'm learning to do is like I'm learning not to say yes to everything. I'm learning to work with the people that I want to work with. Like I'm learning that it's okay that not everyone It's okay for these things. And I feel like that just makes me more true to who I am as a person.
And because you're confident, you're good. Because you're confident in yourself, it makes me confident in having you as someone to help build my business. Because this is my baby. Like, I built this since I was 16. I want this to succeed. I want this to do well. And because you're confident and you're like, I know what I'm doing, let me help you. Because when we did our first episode, you go to me, I want to help you. I know I can make this better. I was like, okay, take it. Yeah. Let's see how you can do.
Run with it.
Yeah. I didn't give you any like boundaries. I was like, you know what? I trust her because I've seen what she does. She's confident in herself. She's not timid to tell me what she thinks will work and will not work.
Right.
I think that's like good.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Of course. And like I hear you saying too, because, you know, as when we get older, of course, like we need to settle, we need to get married. But you're like, no, like my career is where I'm at right now. Yes. And I'm going to work who I want to work with. And I like too that you said it's okay that not everyone likes me. Yeah. That's something I've had to learn too. And I'm still learning.
It took me a long time. Like I feel like I give everyone like a shot, you know, and I feel like I'm very much like I like you unless you give me a reason not to like you, right? So like I can really pick up on like people that I know I'm going to be vibing with and people that like not for me. And that's okay. But I also realize that when it comes to business, not everyone's clapping for you. Yeah. You know? And it would hurt my feelings like when I would hear about it. It's like, oh, like I can't believe this person's talking badly about me, but like to my face, they're like clapping, like pretending like they're clapping, you know? Yeah. So it really taught me that like not everyone's clapping for you, and that is okay because if everyone likes you, that's an issue. It shows more if there's people that don't like you. You shouldn't have everyone liking you, you know?
And I think also it's just jealousy because they're seeing that you're succeeding and you're living your dream life. You're traveling. You're going here. Your job, you can work from a coffee shop. You don't have to work from home. I mean, work at a corporate job. Like, I think a lot of it is jealousy and people confuse dislike for just jealousy.
Yeah. I just choose to, like, not – because I'm like, what are you jealous about? Because, like, anything that I'm doing, you can do. And, like, because obviously I'm just like, there's something obviously, like, it's personal. Like, it's, like, in you that, like, you need to heal. Like, there's something in you that, like, because, like, I had to do it. There was moments in my, like, I was breaking apart, like, when I was at corporate America because I was, like, you know, like, sitting back, like, oh, my God, I really want to get up and, like, do what I want to do, but I just don't have it in me anymore because I just use all my energy at this job. I'm burnt out. Like, I just worked. Like, people don't know behind doors. And people that don't like you, they really don't even know you, you know? It's really those people that are the jealous people that don't even know you. You're being misunderstood in whatever way, and that is okay. And it does take, because, like, in women, like us, like, women, like, I feel that, like, we're just, like, kind of, like, used to, like, having, like, those, like, mean girl vibes, like, in our lifetime, you know? So it's, like, it doesn't ever go away, but it's fine to, like, just accept it. And it's there. And
I've learned, that's me this past year. Like, I've learned that people are going to talk. They're going to talk. Yeah. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And you know what? It's giving me views. It's giving me listens. Yeah. So it's okay.
Right.
Exactly.
And people really do, like, once you have that mindset, nothing else can really bother you.
No, exactly. I think I've learned, too, that people have talked really bad about me, and it hasn't changed anything. Right. It hasn't.
It kind of, like, drives you a little bit more.
No, because I'm like, I want to work hard, and I want to show you that, I'm going to do this. And if you want to talk, it's okay.
I mean, if you look at, like, influencers, for example, like, they're like, yeah, I'm annoying. People, you know, they talk badly, but, like, now I am getting PR from here and there and stuff like that. And it's true. It's just, like, I would be like, oh, my God, it's, like, cringy, right? Like, I can't believe they're doing that. But then, like, they become successful. So it's, like, everyone has a different path. And it doesn't have to be for everyone, and that is okay.
And everyone starts at zero. Exactly. Alex Cooper had 0 followers at one point. Right. You know, like
Alex Earl,
0 followers, 0 listeners, whatever it is. And now she's on Dancing with the Stars. Like, I think they always say, I think you know you succeeded when you have a hater.
Right. That's
something like that.
Yeah, it's something on those lines. And it's true.
And I feel like now, too, I'm learning. Like, we were talking about this in the car, me and Zoe. We were like, I'm going to start acting like I'm already famous and I'm already succeeding because it's manifesting. And it's me putting it out there because if I keep hiding behind the scenes and I act like, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to stay where I am, I'm never going to go farther.
So true.
And I feel like you've obviously done that. And I keep looking at my logo, like, oh,
I know. It's just, like, so nice to see it.
I keep looking up and I'm like, oh, my God, that's mine. That's my logo. So if someone wanted to leave corporate America, what is, like, your advice that you would give them that's, like, I know you're scared, but here's my mindset when I did it.
Okay. When I left corporate America, my boss was just like, I totally understand. Like, you like just like getting the validation from like my bosses, because it wasn't my boss's fault that I was leaving.
No.
It's the people that I don't even know is like running the show, because like they don't care about me. I in corporate America, like in my job, an art director got fired literally in one day. Like she just got let go. She had all this campaign work on her computer that we had no access to. And I had to be the one to rebuild everything. I'm not getting paid as an art director. I'm not getting paid. Like, I'm not getting that title or anything.
Yeah.
I just had to do it. And I do prove myself. And just knowing that, like, my job did value me and I am a good designer, but they understood that there's more in me than working at this job was already, like, what I needed to hear to be able to say, like, goodbye. Like, I could cut these ties and, like, no one's mad at me. Everyone understood. It's corporate America. Like,
people come and people go.
People come and people go, exactly. And I think, like, it is scary. It is scary to be uncomfortable not knowing, like, the future. And I'm an overthinker. So, like, I've been overthinking for, like, I'm like, okay, but, like, what about, like, rent? What about, like, my car payment? What about my credit cards? Like, what about all these things? But, like, money comes and goes. And when you need it, money comes when, like, you're actually, like, doing what you're, like, supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And, of course, it's a struggle. Of course, it's scary. But I saved a little bit of money just, like, for my bills for 3 months. Like, I was just like, all right, I just need backup plan. So I had money in my savings, and I was like, okay, if anything crashes and burns while I'm learning to be my own boss, to be my own, like, have an income come on my own and not have a steady paycheck come in, I have a backup. But I really haven't really needed to touch that. And I feel like that is advice, is just, like, making sure that you have money to rely on, because like, it is hard when you live alone. Like, you have to put food on the table, you have to, like, pay your bills and stuff like that. But don't let that be the reason that scares you to not do what you want to do, because no matter what it is, if you have that drive in you, if you have that passion, and if that moment finally comes to light, because I've been talking about it for 2 years, and it finally was just like, nope, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done feeling like I'm drained. I'm too young for this. I'm done saying maybe next year, maybe this year, maybe that year, because I'm just wasting the time that I can be doing what I want to do. But the timing is always right. So whenever you feel, and you can always go back. You could always go back to corporate America. You could always find a job. You could always do these things. But why not take a shot on yourself? And I think my advice would just be, like, bet on yourself, because it's so much more rewarding when you're just, like, reflecting back. I'm reflecting back in 1 month, and I'm like, holy crap, like, I can't believe I just did all of that. Like, oh, I can't believe I have all these clients. Or, like, I get emails and I'm just, like, getting, like, inquiries about working with people. I'm just like, oh my God, like, this is all happening word of mouth. Like, this is just happening because of what I'm posting on social or what I'm saying and stuff like that. And it's, like, very rewarding, and it feels really good.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I remember when you said you were leaving, I was like, yay!
Yeah, I was just like, I put my 2 weeks in. I was just like, I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell anybody. The only one that knew was my boyfriend. And I was just like, I'm just doing it. Yeah. Because I didn't want the noise. Because, like, the noise is like, well, what about healthcare? What about your future? What about this? What about that? I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I'm just going to do it.
I'm just going to do it. I know it's good for me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just focusing on what I need to do. And all of those little pieces, I could figure it out on my own. And that's fine. So,
what's been the biggest lesson you've learned from being your own boss this past month?
Okay. This past month, like, it is really easy when you are your own boss and you don't have to, like, get up and go to work to just sit around and, like, do nothing. So a routine in place has really been, like, helping me out because, you know, my first week I was like, okay, well, it's 9 o'clock. What do I do now? So, like, having a routine, like, you know, it was like a test drive, right? Like, these are the weeks that I do meetings. This is the week when I'm doing emails. This is the week when I'm working on specific clients, working towards, like, a system in that way. This is a day where I'm just, like, creating for myself, or I'm taking a website course, like, just, like, really, like, develop, like, you know, just, like, I'm taking time to also, like, invest in my business. So I've been taking a website course just to, like, really have more experience on it and being able to do more things that I can offer as well. So just, like, putting in place, like, things that will make my services more valuable is really important. So I feel like just, like, a routine, bettering myself, still giving myself time to, like, take those breaks so I'm not crashing out,
Mm-hmm.
or like, you know, like the burning of the match like gets off. But it's been fine. It's been good. I've been happy. I just like thinking about this month. I'm just like, wow, I can't wait for next month. You know,
I'm
it's
so
like fun.
excited for you.
Thank you.
And I'm so proud of you.
Thanks so much.
I feel like it's fun for me to watch like the Jersey girls as like our family like keep growing and like see people succeed. Because honestly, like everyone that I've had on the podcast, I still follow them. I watch them religiously.
Yeah.
I'm making sure that like I think it's so exciting for me. Like I feel like I won when I see someone like succeeding, because we talked about this literally a year and a half ago that you wanted to leave, and we've both done so much since then. So I think it's really exciting and cool.
That's what it is like, if you really like, when I reflect a year ago, I'm just like, wow, like, that person like really was trying to get here, you know? Like that person was like, I'm like, she would be so proud. She would be so proud. And like, that's just like so rewarding. And like, it is so important to reflect back, because when you're constantly like chasing up the ladder and not appreciating, you know, like the setbacks, not appreciating like the journey that you got there, and you're unappreciative because you're still worrying about like the next thing, you kind of like fall flat because you're not really like appreciating it or reflecting back, because no one's perfect. No one's perfect.
No.
I've had faults. I've done things that I shouldn't have done. I've learned. And like that's what made me be at this point being more successful. And I feel like that is just part of the journey and part of growing and just getting to the point of like where you want to be.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on. If people want to find you, use your services, can you let everyone know where they can find you?
You could follow me at Deming_studio, or you could go on my website at deming.studio.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I
love you. You have to take stickers now. We got to do this.
I will. I'm so happy.
Yay.
Thank you so much, Madison.
Thank you.